listen to Joystick, Neo Geo, Neo Geo.
Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Clank, clank, clank. The machines never fade. Neon lights buzz in the haze. Joystick dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings, 8-bit world where power springs. Twitches hum, the chaos sings, forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Hello and welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. Got a lot of great guests tonight. Gonna bring them on right now. Not gonna leave them in the back. We gotta have StepsTurbo on the show. What's happening?
Wow, I'm here. I showed up on the screen.
I know, it's like a Neo Geo overload. By the way, fantastic show last night. Make sure you check out every Friday night. You do a great show.
Thank you.
Always tune in every week. Big supporter. And I got another friend coming on. What's up, Ichabod?
The arcade's open. The
arcade is open. And he's got his headphones, so we're going to try again.
And
Hey,
I don't hear
try
an
and
echo.
try again.
So
I'm
totally
so glad
redeem
to
myself,
invite.
Harry.
So glad to invite back Crane Live on YouTube. Glad to see you in the arcade. And, you know, of course, we are the Retro Legends Arcade. We have online leaderboards. We score chase different games every week. And that is one of the fun things we do. We love the Neo Geo. We're going to do some Neo Geo talk. There's no money involved. It's just for competition.
Chats.
It's for the joy of competition.
Memberships, super chats.
I wish.
Gotta
I
take
like.
your
I
shirt
like.
off for that
I like
stuff.
memberships and super chats. I infrequently get them, but I do like them. I am a fan. Actually, I put together a new super chat video. So if someone super chats me, I do have a brand new one that I have never shown. I got a surprise if someone super chats, but I'm not looking for a super chat. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick it right off with our first topic tonight. You know, normally I don't talk about the home arcade stuff. I've kind of dipped out of that. I know you have as well. I know you have as well, Steps. We've tried to move away from that, but just since we have since we have Crane Live on YouTube, and he just did a phenomenal piece of content on it. We're
I
going
love
to do
home arcade. I can never quit.
He loves home arcade, and so this is for my good friend Crane Live on YouTube, and we're going to talk today about the iconic arcade. Of course, we're going to talk about iconic arcade, the XXL machines. Brand new competitor in the home arcade space. This is a Raspberry Pi 5 equipped arcade. Project led by John D., famous of Arcade 1-Up hype. Let's find out what the panel's opinions are of the iconic arcade, and we are off.
I didn't want to do this. I really didn't want to fucking do this. But now, not only am I pissed off, but you guys are hurting the business. You're hurting the future of the home arcade community with this bullshit talk, stupid ass narrative. Do people even play online anymore? Online's not even important. It doesn't even matter. Nobody plays online. I keep seeing it coming up in the comments all over the place. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying people should file a fucking lawsuit. But online is its own community. The Arcade 1-Up online community is a totally separate community from the home arcade community. Let me show you something. It's 5:21 in the afternoon right now. Look at this. Ayudi, Kratos Dead, Arcade Americas, PNNHH, Sigma Boy, Cat 2, Guest 2025, Bella Beluga. Look, there's a second page now. See these 3 dots? That means there's a second page of fucking names. Huey, OSW, NBBBBBB, PKLM, Liam 1130, F6, OBB, MSA, Dixie Norm, 4, 760 Pebble Beach, Matt B, A, whatever that is, 2-Ton 21, Mikey Dude 85, Triple Strike. That's 4 games out of the 14 on this fucking cab. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. People play online. People want online. People pay money for online. I don't get it. I don't get people that don't want to play online. It's like you're insecure. You're an insecure bitch. You're scared to lose to a real human. You want to play against the computer. The only time you can beat the computer is when the computer lets you. The funniest thing is WrestleFest, where basically the whole game is who can press the button the fastest. Let me tell you, you can't press the button faster than a fucking computer. Unless it lets you. Unless it lets you. Give me my fucking paper. I got more things to mention. You know what? Why don't you just get a deck of cards and play solitaire? Watch PD7's online streams. 4 people playing. Only 4 people can play at a time. While he's playing beat 'em ups. Yet like 100 people are watching. A fighting game. Why do you want to play a fighting game against the computer? I mean, once Evercade comes out with its online and its cab, game over.
There we go. Man, coming in hot, Crane. You're coming in hot.
I was hot. Well, you know what, too? Part of it has to do with the heat and humidity. The heat wave has been boiling my brain lately. I work in the heat and humidity. But let me add a little context.
Yeah, a little context. By the way, phenomenal short. That short has been fire. It's been taken off.
It's doing good for me.
It's doing phenomenal for you, and but you make a good point. Like online is important if you want to play with other people. In fighting games, Steps. Playing online, because arcades, it's hard to get to an arcade, but online can make the world smaller, can't it, Steps?
Well, you saw my channel, and I actually had quite a few Street Fighter 2 tournaments on the Arcade 1-Up. Obviously, did a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom as well, but I actually had a stream back in a while back when they announced the iconic arcade with people that do play the game, and we talked about what was important for the online play and how to, and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I invited John D into the Facebook group for the people that did play the game, and everybody was ignored. he made a bunch of empty promises.
Gamers.
Empty promises about spectate mode and all these things. And he hitched his wagon to the people that would work on it, shill his unfinished product as best possible. That didn't care about the online play. Like, I don't like to throw anybody in the bus, but the shills might be, James hates everything. They don't care about online. I'm not saying they have don't have a right to do that. They do. But
Ichabod does care about online. That was the point of the video. I care about
online too. That's why I didn't.
I care about online because online is one of the things that you could do that would make a game great, right? What do you think, Ichabod? So let's give Ichabod the stage.
I was watching the Arcade Insider's latest stream, and Paul says, "I want to start a new segment where we feature videos of the community. So make a video and send it." And I was like, oh, okay, all right. I figured, there's going to be a whole bunch of these videos. So just like with the when AtGames said, make a video with the kitchen utensils. Remember that?
That was awesome. That was fun. I did enjoy it. I'm a cornball. I love doing that kind of stuff. That was like, sign me up. I'm down.
And like I did with that one, I took it to the extreme.
I
wanted to go to extreme. And so I got loud with my opinion. And I want people like us who care a lot
gamers,
about online,
people that play the games.
Because I know I'm not saying people who don't want to play online aren't worthy or aren't real gamers, but I want the people who play online to get loud. Let's get loud, guys. We need to make our voices heard. In this industry.
I'm just being honest, there's not as many YouTubers like your channel. You actively play. I mean, many nights I've been on YouTube surfing and I've seen you playing some NBA Jam.
Yeah, when I'm not complaining about dead snakes or pretending to be a musician, I'm just playing online. My channel is 99%
gameplay.
Online gameplay,
gameplay,
or me showing off games,
and just like a lot of your stuff is humor and just fun stuff. By the way, I want to show this real quick. Okay, sorry, I had to do that.
That's okay. Well, I have to shout out Narjar, my friend Narjar, who's a great NBA hang time player. Recently beat Grandmaster, and we're all excited about that. Made that for me.
That's awesome video. I had to switch out the music just because of copyright claim, but great video.
Pantera,
I hate getting those copyright claims. They take all 70 cents I might make on one of these streams. All 70 cents. They take it all.
The good news for you, Ichabod, is the two canvas behind you. If Basic Fun makes more of those, they're probably just going to release the same PCB, and they're probably still all going to get online. Exactly. And so they've left all the online on. So I made a short earlier when I was on the Big Blue, and I was showing that it works online, and it has Spectate, and it has all those things from 6 years ago that they had that this iconic arcade does not. And for me, it's a no because of that, because that's what I'm interested in. I don't really care about anything else. I'm like, is there a community? Are people online? And what I'm doing now is I'm playing Street Fighter 3 Upper online on Tuesday nights on Fighters Evo. I'm not running that. That's some people over there on Fighters Evo. But I'm playing Street Fighter Upper 3. Alpha Upper 3, online with all the people. We're having a good time, having a community, and that's what was something that was a lot of us had taken away from us with these home arcades, and so kind of one of the reasons why I'm like I'm out. It's just because it was that important to me. It was a big deal.
So much. You can only take so much. By the way, a $1.99 super chat from Joystick Johnny. He wants to see the new super chat video. Here it comes right now.
Do it for Joe.
There you go, some Samurai Showdown action.
Joystick Johnny is one of the best names on YouTube. I can't believe he's.
Oh, I love Joystick
nobody else
Johnny.
had thought of that.
I love Joystick Johnny. By the way, if you did not catch his last, he does just like you. He does a lot of game streams, but he does them with an AI partner called Murray. Okay, and I had done a profile on Psycho Soldier. Check this out. This is hilarious. Let's just take a quick look at this. Psycho Soldier is an awesome game. It actually is a crazy game. It's like the only game I know of that literally it sings you a song while you're playing it.
It looks like a NES cartridge box you showed, but I don't think that was a NES game.
Yeah, well, it was just a tribute video I did last show.
Yeah.
He had his avatar. He had the AI person sing the song. It was pretty awesome. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, see, that's a good way to utilize AI. Something like
that's
that.
a good way to it's like a co-host, you know.
Well, his animation, the way his character,
the way he does is so cool. Check this out. This is hilarious. I tried to get it right at the spot. Let me see if y'all can hear. See if we can hear Murray singing "Psycho Soldier" from the game show. By the way, check out Johnny Joystick right here on YouTube.
All right, let me give you one clean take. Here we go. Athena's name is magic. Mystery is what you see. Her crystal is the answer. Fighting fair.
Volume's kind of low.
Us free.
I guess as loud as I can get
She's
it.
a little girl with power inside. Burning bright. You'd better hide if you are bad. She'll get you. She'll read your mind and find if you believe in right or wrong. Fire, fire, Psycho Soldier. Fire, fire, Psycho Soldier.
Athena's name is magic. Mystery is what you see. Her crystal is the answer. Fighting fair to keep us free. She's just a little girl with power inside, burning bright. You better hide if you love that. She'll get you. She'll read your mind and find if you believe in right or wrong. Fire, fire, Psycho Soldier. Fire, fire, Psycho Soldier. Fire, fire, Psycho Soldier. Fire, fire, Psycho Soldier.
Murray. So congratulations, you've done us all proud. You've done us all a great service, and so thank you.
All right. Let's get us back on stage. Anyway, sorry I had to go on a tangent. I put so much work into that video. I wanted to get one more play out of it. It is gone now. I promise you. After the last show, we did two. We did Psycho Soldier, and we did the Cotton game.
I
Cotton
love
Boomerang.
Psycho Soldier.
I love Psycho Soldier, but I think it was too much girl power. I think it was too girly. So no more girls. Today, we've got ninjas, and we've got one of the greatest shmups of all time. So we're cutting that cord. No more
I
cute
believe
ups.
the driver of Earthion is a girl, right?
Is it? Hey, look, we got Moto Linux. Moto Linux gifted
Hello,
one
Moto!
Papa Brad membership. Thank you
I just
so
remember
much.
that commercial. Hello, Moto.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Shout out to Moto Linux. By the way, if you've not checked it out, his he did a great video on Enduro, the NES game.
Oh, I thought it was a 2600 game.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. What was that game? The game with the motorcycles.
That's
Did I say it wrong? Excitebike. I said Enduro. Duh. You can tell I'm a huge NES fan, can't you? I'm a huge Nintendo fan.
Like it's the original Minecraft. You can create your own track.
I know, it's cool, but he did a great video on it. Go check it out on his channel. The Excitebike. That was Enduro's the Atari cartridge. That's right.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Thank you. See, that's why I love. See, you could tell you're a gamer. Like only a real gamer would know that. Isn't that right, Steps?
I think so. I still need a cigarette to calm down after your first topic.
I'm sorry.
Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it.
Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. Okay. Crane has more to say.
Yeah.
He has more to say.
I don't want it to look like I was like trying to pit different camps or crews against each other. I really like Arcade Insiders. Kevin is legitimately funny. That guy has a great sense of humor. And I like how somebody can say something on a stream and they can just totally be like, because he has this inside spree tail, whatever you want to call it, relationship where he's like, one time he's like, no, you're wrong. That was my fault. I just forgot to send an email or something like that. Like they take away a lot of the bullshit speculation.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to say that. And also another reason I did is a lot of people are so mad about, Sony losing the physical stuff soon, which I don't really care about. And I just wanted to get mad about something else.
Oh, I care about that, man.
I don't. But,
that is a hot topic for me. I 100% care about that. That is 100%. The abandoning of physical media to me is a huge
They've been doing that for years, though, man. They've been working on that for like a good 10 years. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I'm upset about the, home arcade bullcrap is simply because I don't feel any passion for the games, and it's missing what I loved about it. And that's it. It's that simple. I just don't think it has anything for me anymore. Mm-hmm. And we were promised some things here. I was really excited, and it was a huge letdown. And so that's why I'm so angry. I don't give a shit about anything else. I want online play. I want to have a good time. And I miss those days.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
Well, let me just say hello to everyone in the chat. I didn't do that. We kind of jumped right in hot, but hello, Ojib, Uwa. Good to see Johnny Joystick here. Always good to see Green Neon here. Welcome to the stream. Good to see Biggie D's Arcade. Biggie D, you can drop a link for your Discord if you want. By the way, there's a link for my Discord at the top of the chat window. Feel free to join my Discord. Join Biggie's Discord. It's a lot of fun in there. We got birthday boy Mikey Yoon. Birthday's coming up next week. Congratulations, Mikey. Mikey's a friend of the show. Always welcome here on Retro Legends Arcade. We got More Complete. Good to see you. Sup all? What's up, Mike? What's up, More Complete? Good to see you. Let's see. We got Moto Lennox here. Moto Lennox, a great channel. Doing good. Says he hopes we all had a great 4th of July. Good to see Moto Lennox in the chat.
Yep.
And that being said, we can start our next topic. Our next topic is going to be Neo Geo is going to be our next topic. So let me go to my slides. I have slides.
2 joysticks, 4 bright buttons.
That's right. That's right. So
where's Zod? I don't know if Zod was invited. I was invited, so I'm here.
yeah, well, Zod's always welcome to come on the show. I always feel funny about imposing on him. But you're watching Retro Legends Arcade. We're glad you're here. Welcome to the show. If you missed the stream yesterday, I did a pinball stream. It was a pretty good show. Check that one out. It was a good news show, so check it out. The good news show, we said, does Act Games know what they're doing? Check it out from last night. One last thing, I didn't want to jump out of the topic, though. We were talking about the arcade one-ups and the 3/4 scale arcades. Much like Steps, it was a phase I kind of went through. And you could see, these are all the arcade machines I sold. I'm going to bring out my dirty laundry from my Purge. But here's Act Games HD Pinball. We have the Big Blue. We have Killer Instinct. We have Arcade 1-Up Pac-Man. Arcade 1-Up Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
You got some good ones in there. That Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct. That was one that I did that I had to part with. But Ridge Racer. And then some other ones that were those were the small arcades. I don't know what they call them, like the tiny ones. They're not super small.
Partycades, countercades.
Partycade, countercade. That's the word I was looking for. And then, of course, my Attack from Mars 1-Up Pinball, which was the worst purchasing decision I ever made. Absolutely hated that. That didn't even make it a month. That made it like a month and a half. It just triggered me because it didn't play like a real pinball machine at all. So if you love real pinball, it kind of was, it just didn't play right. But we're going to start off with our Neo Geo news. The big news is, of course, shipping has been updated. A lot more states are open. You get those Ultimate Bundles if you want one. Ultimate Bundle, it comes with everything that they make for the Neo Geo, all 10 games, joystick, memory card. What's the controller called? I forget what they call it. There's a special name.
The gamepad?
What's it? The gamepad.
Neo Geo CD controller?
The Neo Geo CD controller, right. And what we're excited about, of course, on this show a lot is the Neo Geo, which is going to be coming out, a reissue of the Neo Geo. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Let me make you full screen so we can see that good. Look at that. That is a King of Fighters one? King of Fighters 97? That's pretty fire.
USB-C. Mm-hmm. You can use it on the PC.
That looks nice.
It's 8-bit due. They lost the contract when this whole plant thing happened, but I got this a couple of years ago.
So lots of excitement coming from the Neo Geo. If you're just tuning in, maybe you don't know. Sorry, I'm covering you up there just for a minute. I want everyone to see these beautiful pictures of the Neo Geo. This is basically what it's going to be involved. You can see it as the giant boxes, just like back in the day. I never had one of these steps. This was too rich for my blood back in the day.
See, this is something
it's
that
a fantasy to have this console.
This is something I do not want to have online play, which is you think would be weird based on
play.
Because it's different.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing. This is like a recreating an old school console, right?
But the fighting games, though.
The fighting games, though, will be
I get it. You don't want
against someone live.
Yeah, but you don't want online to infringe
I don't want the
updates
on anything. I don't want the DLC. I want it to work just like back in the day. However, if you really like those Neo Geo games and you want to play online, if you have Steam, they have a great collection of games with online play that's done by Code Mystics.
Code Mystics, rollback netcode. Hey, we got Game On Forever. Game On Forever is here. Game On Forever. That's my boy. That's my boy. He was on the show a while back. I love the Game Freak.
Got a cheap ass Neo Geo.
I love the Game Freak. God, he's got a good channel.
He was the luckiest person in the world.
Got Ray here. Good to see Ray here. Got Neo Severa here. Papa Neo, what's up? The Neo Geo AES, to me, I'm super excited about it. I'm so excited that I just want to show this for the people that may not have seen. for the people that may have not seen the Neo Geo before, I put together a quick little 1-minute trailer to show the Neo Geo AES Plus. Why are we so excited? Why are we so excited, Steps?
Well, it's because we're getting that console we never were able to achieve during our childhood because it was way too expensive.
It was way too expensive.
It was even more expensive than the Turbo graphics.
I'll tell you what. If this does
That
not,
wasn't that expensive.
If this does not excite you about retro gaming, I need to ask: are you a retro gamer? Watch this clip. Okay, so what I've got next, what we're going to do here, let me move you all around just for a minute. So we're going to react to a clip, and let's check out this clip, and we're going to react to it. Okay, it's 38 seconds.
A reproduction of the Neo Geo was announced, but it's actually kind of dumb. So first off, it's $250, and the games themselves are nearly $100 each. The wireless controller is $60, the memory card is $35. The things they're producing for this are even worse priced than the PlayStation Classic was when that came out all those years ago at only $100. The Neo Geo is very niche and it does not have a fan base to actually demand these prices. If I was the one reproducing this at SNK, I definitely would have priced the console itself maybe $150, the controller at $30, the memory card at $15, and the games no more than $20. This is just absurd.
By the way, a massive shout out to AlextraByte giving us the truth with an unpopular opinion on the Neo Geo. What do you think about that? Let's react to that video.
Why couldn't he make the games 5 cents each?
I mean,
$20, man. That's a lot for some people. He should have made the console.
This is interesting, though. This is how someone that maybe has no idea what the Neo Geo was all about would think of the Neo Geo. What do you think about that, Steps?
I think that if you are a younger audience, you probably might think that because, like, you, especially if you're somebody that's on Steam,
they don't understand it.
You're getting digital games, and not only that, but like if you're getting those Neo Geo games digitally, they are fairly cheap. The reason they cost so much is because you're getting an actual physical cartridge. They're not small cartridges like the Genesis either. They're like 5 times the size of the Genesis cartridge.
These are monsters. These are big mama jambas.
It's got 2 chips in it, and they're giving you that nostalgia that people have been yearning for. They've really been sitting there. They've been using their smart TV, and their TV comes on and says, you have to do an update to open the app. And then you get pissed and want to throw the remote, and you hate this experience. You want to turn the TV on. You want to turn on your console. You don't want updates. You don't want to be advertised another game. You don't want DLC. You just want to play the game. Everybody that wants this wants to go back to simpler times, and they're giving you that experience in the time that it's needed more than ever. And now with Sony saying they're not going to do any physical media, it's going to be even hotter. This thing's going to be crazy, and I'm almost afraid how crazy this could get.
I'll tell you what, this goes back to gaming with a purpose. You've got one game, you focus on that game, you get good at the game. These were the real arcade games, consoleized, where you could take it home. This is a take no prisoners, no sacrifices, the exact arcade game made to play in your living room. That was the promise in what the Neo Geo delivered, even back in the time when it came out. That's why this is such a big deal. I was going to save this for later. Steps, I got to do it now. I was going to save it for later. I got a surprise. You ready?
Okay.
I got a surprise. Mailman, mail call. Oh my goodness, what is this?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, a box. It's a box. What's in here?
Bubble wrap.
What is this? It's the first one. The first one, Steps. What will it be? Look at that, Steps. Look at that.
It's a lot of reflection. What game is that?
I can't tell what game it is.
I gotta take it out of the protective plastic. Hold on. I mean, this is a Neo Geo. This is not, this is not your average stuff. This is a Neo Geo. This is my first cart. Hold on. Oh wow, they do have, man, they are serious about wrapping this thing up. This is not gonna get damaged. But anyway, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but my first card is the 161 and 1.
Oh.
This has 161 Neo Geo games. And but look at the size. Look, it's got the two motherboards. 161 games. Look at this. It's as big as my head. Look at the size of that cart. I mean, look at this. This is a big Mamba Jamba.
I hope it runs, dude. You could be the beta tester, I guess.
I am going to beta test. Now, here, wait a minute. They said it's a 1-to-1 exact replica of the Neo Geo. A 1-to-1. So if this does not work, I'm going to have some words we'll play on.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a one.
Dad, I'm trying to play illegal games.
My illegal game card's not working. No, but I just had a feeling that this might be hard to get once everyone finds out that it works, because they've already confirmed. I've heard several people confirm that it'll work. I don't have a Switch, but it is a really big cart.
How much?
I don't know. It was more than I thought I would spend for a single cart, but I don't want to kiss and tell. But
well, see,
maybe some of us want to buy it.
I just got it off of eBay.
So
you can go look on eBay and see what they run.
Okay.
But yeah, they're on eBay. I just got it off eBay. I didn't get it off any. It was someone selling them. This is obviously new though. Has a certain smell to it.
Oh, dude, see, I'm waiting for the clamshell and the manual. I want to smell the manual.
I know.
That was the smell, man.
I'll have the 10 original games and this multi-card. Just because there's those games that I know they'll never get, like the Bomberman game, like Nightmare in the Dark, might be a harder one to get.
The Sonys have some money, dude. You're going to get all them games.
I just want to get all them games from the get-go to be sure, because I have a feeling that might become... But if you watch the last show, there's a deluxe version of this cart that someone made with the entire Neo Geo collection. All the games, the best versions. It's called the complete collection. It was, the Spaniards, the people in Spain, the Spanish people are the most hardcore Neo Geo. It's insane.
So did you cancel your Ultimate Edition?
No, I didn't. I still want the Ultimate Edition. I'm still going to collect games. I just want to have it's an option. Steps. It's an option.
Okay.
It's an option, right? I'm just keeping my options open. Crane, you know all about it. It's good to have access to the games.
Exactly.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having access to the games.
Why will they never get Bomberman?
It's just the licensing would be more challenging. I'm not saying never say never, but I mean, there's certain games I want that, were on this cart, and I figured, it wasn't that expensive that I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Physical games.
Yeah, physical games. I mean, it doesn't get more physical than this. I mean, it's even kind of heavy. Like it's got some weight to it, but
You could use that to murder somebody in the study.
I know it could be a weapon in
Are
Clue.
you
like
playing
you
Clue
said.
one too many times, dude?
Shout out to our
No,
friend
I
at
just think about
AlextraByte
murder.
for that awesome and informative Neo Geo video. I feel like I learned a lot.
Papa Brad did it in the conservatory or the study with the Neo Geo
With the Neo
all-in-one
Geo
card.
card.
With the 160.
The 161 and 1.
You got this little itty bitty cartridge you could move to the room when you're playing Clue.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I feel like I need a palette refresh after that last video. So we're gonna do a little bit of this.
Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that dick. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. 4 white buttons and 2 joysticks. Neo Geo, Neo Geo. Cool red cabinet, name that dick.
So we're going to bring it back up. We're going to bring it back up. We're not going to get dark. So the next thing I want to talk about is very exciting. Very exciting. Did you see the He-Man movie at the movie theater? Did anyone go see the He-Man movie?
Amazing. Great movie.
You know what happened to me, Steps? When I wanted to go see it, and I was like, well, this is a blockbuster. This is going to be at the theater for a long time. So finally, when I wanted to go see it, guess what happened? It was out of the movie theaters. I couldn't even go see it
Amazon
anywhere.
Prime. Wow. It'll be on Amazon Prime pretty quick, I'm sure.
But there's a reason I'm talking about He-Man. Let's take a look at this, and we're going to have a discussion.
At last, Castle Grayskull is mine!
Not so fast, Skeletor.
Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction coming soon to all platforms?
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands. Grab a friend and fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. It's powered-up pixel perfection for your gaming console or personal computer. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I mean, there is a new
limited
He-Man
run
game coming. A new He-Man game coming, and I know you did a video today that I saw that was fantastic. Steps, go check out StepsTurbo show.
Oh, that was from my show. Yeah, I just cut it from my show.
Yeah, the clipping is good. You should be doing that as a YouTuber. Clipping is very good for your channel. I make shorts out of a lot of my live streams. But we're going to check out a little bit of Johnny Joystick real quick, and we're going to get his hot take on He-Man coming possibly to a console that we're excited about.
Our original hope was that by the time we build this, the new He-Man game by Bitmap Bureau would be finished.
Games for the Neo Geo. Bitmap Bureau is one of those
What
companies,
happened? Hold on,
right?
it skipped. 1 second, sorry about that.
Our original hope was that by the time we build this, the new He-Man game by Bitmap Bureau would be finished. Now, they first told us about that during a talk they gave in the cave, and eventually it will be released as a 4:3 aspect ratio Neo Geo game.
Wait, what?
Our original hope was that by the time we build this, the new He-Man game by Bitmap Bureau would be finished. Now, they first told us about that during a talk they gave in the cave, and eventually it will be released as a 4:3 aspect ratio Neo Geo game.
Holy
my God!
First off, shout out to Kev Gret for sharing the link to this video with me. I will put a link to his YouTube channel and a link to the videos from the Retro Collective that I will be talking about today in the description. So you can go check it out, because that was a little bit of a bombshell I was not expecting. when I watched that video. I thought they were just doing like a custom He-Man arcade cabinet build. And, you know, it's like, okay, this is kind of cool and it's kind of ugly at the same time. But it was when they started talking about what game they were going to put in it, and they mentioned Dragon Pearl of Destruction, the upcoming new He-Man game, and they said that it was going to be for Neo Geo in 4.3 aspect. I'm like, wait, what?
That's pretty exciting. Now, you know, this game probably will cost a bit more than a regular play-on game.
Well, because it's limited run owns the right.
Because it's you know, you're paying like it's more like a indie type game, right?
Well, it depends.
What do you know
on
about the steps? Because I know you've been following this. I watched your video earlier.
Well,
what do you know
my
about this?
video, I had I kind of went into it blindly because I didn't have any notes. Zod told me about it, and then we started talking about it, and then when we watched that trailer that you showed earlier, saw it was limited run, and I go, oh, this is going to be potentially expensive unless Bitmap Bureau could license it to Neo Geo without going through limited run. Because limited run is going to be very limited. It could cost more. It's just there's too many variables in it that it concerns me.
Yeah, but the game has to be good. That is the most important thing. If the game's not good, it doesn't matter.
The game's going to be good. It looks
good.
Good.
It's probably going to be good. It looks good from what they're showing.
And you never know,
but it looks preliminarily it does look good.
I mean, I watched that series. I own the whole thing on DVD. They even have Granamir the Dragon in that, and it looks great. The music's a little, you know, I'm still waiting to hear the He-Man theme in this, and it almost seems like it's not going to happen, which concerns me. But the gameplay looks just like the cartoon. It looks great. If this is on Neo Geo, I will want it, but I won't want it if it's more than like $100, right? I'm more likely to get it on Steam. Just to be honest, because like I don't want to spend $300 on a game. I just don't.
There's nothing wrong there's nothing wrong with buying it on Steam and supporting the game developer that way either. You know.
What's up with that Castle Grayskull candy cab thing? That's what I want.
They created a Castle Grayskull arcade. Let's check back in with Johnny Joystick real quick. I'm gonna put us here in the bottom of the screen. Now, we could talk over the video the way I have this set up, so let's watch a little bit more. But we're not going to watch the whole video because I want you to go to Johnny's channel and check it out yourself. He has some really good hot takes on it. He puts on his tinfoil hat, which is one of my favorite things he does.
Because this is the first I've heard of that. I think the first anybody's heard of that. This is the first that we've heard about this game in a while, like since April, really, when it was announced that it was going to be delayed. Because for those of you who don't know, Dragon Pearl Destruction, the new He-Man Masters of the Universe game, this was announced back in February, I believe, and it was that was going to be released in April. So we had a release date of April 28th. And around April 14th, somewhere in there, it was announced, no, it has been delayed indefinitely, basically, and that it would be coming out this summer. Now, I initially thought that this was just going to be to time it with the release of the Masters of the Universe movie, which would make sense that you have like a kind of video game tie-in, even though the video game doesn't have anything to do with the movie. The movie bombed, and
I was surprised because everyone that saw the He-Man the movie told me it was good, and it's one of those things where I thought, man, it's got to be in the movie theater for a little while because it's such a big release. And then when I went to go see it, it was gone. Steps. I think missed
part
out.
of the problem. I think part of the problem is
why do you think that movie didn't make it? It's interesting to me.
It's a niche. It's a niche thing, right? It's for a certain age group of people. kids aren't going to watch it. It just doesn't resonate with them. I hate to say that. They sell all these toys, but you know who's buying the toys?
Grown-ups, adults.
James Hates Everything buys them all.
50-year-old men.
Mr.
Like old guys buy these
Mr. Home
toys.
Arcade,
And that's who
absolutely.
buys them. I actually went to a toy store today, and it's all adults in there. I didn't see any little kids going in there in the toy store.
It's all grown-ups.
And it's just... they just play games and tablets and stuff. Like, they don't care about the toys.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't think they promoted it on TV enough. I saw it was promoted online on YouTube and stuff like that, but I didn't see any commercials, any previews on TV for that He-Man movie at all. Or like on talk shows. I didn't see any of that. Am I wrong about that? I don't think they promoted it on TV.
I don't know. I thought I saw some ads for it. Did you see any ads for it on TV? Everyone watches all this stuff where it's like streaming services anymore anyway. So
it's going to be on Amazon Prime. Amazon's the one that made the movie. It'll be there pretty quickly.
Maybe it'll be one of those movies like Escape from New York where it didn't do good at the box office, but then it like did well. Like it became like a cult film where people kept watching it over time, and over time the movie was very successful. Right? Sometimes movies don't do good in the movie theater, but when they come out for home release where people can watch them without going to the theater, they do very well. What do you think?
I think people that also are above a certain age, let's just say above 40, probably are going to the theater less than people that have families in their 30s and things like that. And so they're more likely to watch it on streaming. Now, if you give me something nostalgic or something I really want to see, I'll go to the theater. Like this past year, I saw Ninja Turtles 2 in the theater a couple times. Last year, I saw Ninja Turtles. Went and saw the He-Man movie. I've seen Back to the Future. Lots of movies, old movies. I went back to the theater.
Well, you're seeing like classics. You're not seeing new movies though. I'm talking about going to go see a new movie. I think a lot of people are sick of getting the bait and switch. You know, getting these movies that are real woke, or really they take something that you love and then they feel like they have to twist it and change it somehow. And then it's no longer the thing that you love anymore. You go see the movie and you're like, what do I even go to the movie theater for? This movie sucks. You know, I think they change a lot of these beloved properties. And I think that has turned people off a lot on going to the movies anymore. That's just my opinion. But, you know, it could be just less people are going to the theater. I don't know. But I was shocked it was out of the theater. I thought for sure it would have been there longer than the time period it was at the movies.
There were people that were mad about the He-Man movie because Prince Adam comes off as very effeminate. But Adam was always effeminate. If you watch the cartoon
he was wearing a pink shirt.
He was always there. And then he held aloft his magic sword.
He's wearing purple pants,
and he became a masculine man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Been documented on the internet.
Yeah, I think it was. You know, it seems like it was a good movie to me. We're gonna watch a little bit more of Johnny Joystick, but we're not gonna watch the whole video.
The video game is more like the classic Filmation cartoon series from the 80s. And the movie was released in June, and you know it's
good idea.
It's coming on, and now here we are, mid-July, and we have yet to hear anything about it. Presumably, like it'll still be coming out this summer, but we don't know. There haven't been any updates. So the closest thing to an update we got was this just kind of little throwaway line about the game from Retro Collective as they're building this cabinet. But I don't fully trust that. I'm like, okay, did the Bitmap Bureau guys, who are the developers of the Dragon Pearl of Destruction, actually say this? So I went to the Retro Collective's channel and I found the talk that they gave. And the talk was back in February. And at that talk, they showed off the trailer, which is really all that we've seen about it. And so no release date at all had been announced when Bitmap Bureau was giving this talk at the Retro Collective.
Boy, the pixel art looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. The pixel art looks so good, huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad they used pixels.
And when somebody in the audience asked about the release date, they said hopefully this year.
It hasn't actually been announced yet, but I'm expecting it will be this year.
And so this would have been around February 22nd, I believe, when the talk was uploaded. And I think there's more details in the description of their video, which again is linked. But then on February 27th, because we do know that this was filmed in February of 2026 at some point. So on February 27th, Bitmap Bureau sent out a press release saying that He-Man would be released on April 28th. So they did a press release essentially the same week as the talk they gave at the cave. And when they showed the trailer, they said like the game had changed a lot since then, which was really interesting because that's all we've actually seen of the game.
It's moved on a lot from this. This is quite old footage now, yeah.
6 to 9 months old, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks really cool, like cool pixel art. Okay, beat 'em up. Very Golden Axe inspired, right? And that's gotten a lot of people, myself included, excited about this game.
I love Golden Axe.
That's all well.
Boy, that is a good game. Golden Axe. What do y'all think of that game? That's a
Golden-
favorite.
Yeah.
It's an absolute
Golden Axe,
classic.
Revenge
Sega at
of
its
Death
best.
Adder is to me the best version of Golden Axe, but Golden Axe Classic's good too. I wish Death Adder would have been released at some point officially, but you know it's pretty much all emulation.
Yeah. So we're gonna pull that down. We're gonna recommend you go to Joystick Johnny's channel and check out that full video. But that is a great video on the topic of brand new game for the Neo Geo He-Man. Pretty exciting.
It's so interesting with these beat 'em ups that they keep bringing back from these cartoons because, you know, we got Shredder's Revenge, we got the Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is amazing, really, really good. And then I played 2 years ago, I played the demo for Toxic Crusaders, and that looked fantastic. It has been delayed so long; it's been like 2 or 3 years, and we're still waiting on Toxic Crusaders. And I hope it doesn't happen to He-Man.
Well, you know, when it's done, it'll be shipped. We didn't get your take. I mean, I'm too old. Like He-Man, I was already too old for He-Man. Did you grow up in the He-Man generation, Crane? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah,
Was He-Man popular?
Yeah,
when you were a kid and stuff. Was it popular? I don't know.
I used to
It
have.
was before
I
my
wanted
time.
Beast Man so bad.
After my time.
I didn't care about who was the the good guys or bad guys. I just like the monster looking guys.
I like the monsters. Yeah, Skeletor,
And
man.
I like
The villain's a
Skeletor.
skull, has a face of a skull. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and like Steps was talking about earlier, the theme song is so memorable, and I always think of that theme song.
Yeah.
I have the power.
I have the power.
It's real easy to just go.
Great skull.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
you can make a quick 16-bit song like
I
that.
know.
I don't. Well, it needs to be there.
Maybe
The
they
villains
should
were
use
good.
the Skeletor Beastman song from CKY. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? CKY Jackass.
It's an after-school cartoon. The villains were the best. I like CT Jason's take on the He-Man universe, but that would definitely put me in the full-on adult range for the show. So, but definitely check out Mr. Home Arcade. He does some amazing He-Man content that is pretty fun. It's very humor-based. But we're not done talking about Neo Geo yet.
Skeletor, you bitch.
We're going to talk about the 2 greatest collections of arcade games to come to the Evercade with a segment by the Game Freak.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Game On Forever. I am your host, the Game Freak. And if you love arcade games like I do, I believe that there are two series on the Evercade where you will experience some of the greatest arcade games ever made. Now, I know that is a pretty bold statement, but after spending countless hours with the Evercade library, I keep coming back to the same conclusion. And the two collections I am referring to are the TOAPLAN arcade collections and the Neo Geo arcade collections. These are not only great carts, but the very best arcade collections in the entire Evercade ecosystem. And today I'm going to explain exactly why I think they stand above the rest, why they offer incredible value, and why every Evercade fan should seriously consider adding these to their collection. One thing Blaze has always done well is preserve arcade history. Whether it's Jalco, Data East, Galco, Irem, or even Technos, Evercade has become an amazing museum for arcade gaming. But not every arcade collection offers the same experience. Some collections have like one or two standout titles, and it's surrounded by other games that just haven't aged too well at all. Others focus on a specific genre that might not really catch some people's attention. But the TOAPLAN and Neo Geo carts are just different. These aren't just collections of old games. They're collections filled with genuine arcade legends. Let's start with TOAPLAN. If you're a fan of shoot-em-ups, TOAPLAN practically wrote the rulebook. Now, these guys aren't just all shoot-em-ups. They do make some platformers and beat-em-ups as well. So there's games like Truxton, Fire Shark, Twin Cobra, Outzone, Zero Wing, Batsugan, Snow Bros, Fixate. These games helped define what arcade shooters became throughout the late 80s and early 90s. And here's the impressive part. Even today, they still feel fantastic to play. The controls are tight, the gameplay is fast, the challenge is rewarding. Every time you improve your score, survive a little longer, or finally defeat that impossible boss, you feel yourself getting better. That's the magic of arcade gaming. TOAPLAN understood that better than almost anyone. Their games are easy to learn, but incredibly difficult to master. That one more credit feeling is very addictive. Then of course we have Neo Geo. And let's be honest, Neo Geo wasn't just another arcade system. It was the premium arcade platform. It was pretty much arcade royalty. Back in the day, seeing that Neo Geo logo meant you were about to experience something really special. Whether it was Metal Slug, King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown, Shock Troopers, Magician Lord, or even Ninja Commando. The quality was consistently outstanding. Neo Geo games weren't just visually impressive, they played incredibly well. The animation was smooth, the music was unforgettable, the controls were responsive, and many of these games still look fantastic decades later. Pixel art simply doesn't age the way early 3D often does. Here's what separates these arcade carts from all the others. Consistency. Almost every one of these carts has games on them that you will want to go back and play. And that's surprisingly rare because a lot of these arcade compilation carts or discs or anything that's out there, they usually only have like one, maybe two good titles on them. And then the rest of it is just filled with games that you probably will never play again. But it's not like that with these carts. The TOAPLAN and Neo Geo collections are pretty much packed with quality from top to bottom. Granted, on a couple of the TOAPLAN carts, there are some games that I don't care for, but the Neo Geo carts are pretty much perfection. TOAPLAN is right about there, but they did add a couple games that I probably would have kept off, like Rally Bike. But that doesn't shortchange these carts at all. They are very much worthwhile, and that alone makes them an excellent value. Another reason why I really love these collections is the variety that they give us. Like TOAPLAN, they give us horizontal shooters, vertical shooters, action games, platformers, and run and gun titles. Neo Geo, they expand even further. You get fighting games, beat 'em ups, shooters, sports games, platformers, and action adventures. No matter what kind of arcade fan you are, there's something here that you're going to enjoy. And that is one of the biggest strengths of the Neo Geo lineup. One thing that always surprises me every time I go back and revisit these games on these carts is just how modern they still feel today. Because let's face it, not a lot of the early 80s arcade games have aged well at all. They're historically important, but those older games can feel pretty repetitive today. TOAPLAN and Neo Geo games, they just don't seem to have that problem. Their mechanics are pretty damn satisfying. The pacing is excellent. The controls are responsive. And many of these games could probably be released today as indie titles, and people would love them. And that right there is timeless gaming design. I honestly think that these games are an absolute perfect fit for the Evercade. Quick play sessions, excellent handheld gaming, easy to pick up, easy to suspend, and perfect for chasing high scores. And whether you're playing these games on the EXP, EXPR, VS, VSR, the Super Pocket, or even the Alpha, these games just feel right at home on the Evercade. They're the type of games that you can enjoy for 10 minutes at a time, or you can find yourself playing them for hours. They're just that much fun. When I sit back and I think about what makes Evercade so special, it's them preserving games like these. It's them giving players access to gaming history in a physical format. And I can't think of two better lineups that represent that mission than TOAPLAN and Neo Geo. These collections represent some of the best arcade experiences ever created. They're packed with replay value, they're beautifully designed, they're historically significant, but most importantly, they're pretty damn fun. I truly believe that years from now, people will look back and realize that these carts were some of the most defining releases into the Evercade ecosystem. I would love to know your thoughts about this in the comments section. And before I end this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome and amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for your continuous support and contributions. You guys will never ever go unnoticed. In fact, stay tuned, because right before the closing credits, all of your names will be listed in my appreciation to you guys. So thank you guys so much. And if you are
There you go. A massive shout out for the Game Freak. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. I mean, if you have an Evercade, you must have all four. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do my flex. Hold on. Got to do my flex. Got to do my cartridge flex. You need all four of the Neo Geo cartridges. You must have them all. You must have these.
You need
some of the
the
best
TOAPLANs and you need the IRA.
And you need all four of the TOAPLAN cartridges to get the whole collection. But really, for Neo Geo, for the Evercade, these are probably my favorite collections. And I know you're a fan of TOAPLAN and Neo Geo Steps, I don't even need to ask if you are a fan. Look at Tiger Ellie, a classic. Classic. Did put up a quick poll. If you're interested in just us dabbling and touching on Evercade from time to time, we're not going to do a full show about the Evercade, but if you want us to talk about it from time to time, drop a 1. If you're like, no Evercade in my Neo Geo show, click a number 2 and let me know, because I'm always going to listen to the viewers. If the viewers want more Neo Geo, less Evercade, I'll do more Neo Geo. But one of the cool things I think is that Evercade is an affordable solution for new people to maybe experience the Neo Geo. And I'm a huge fan of the Neo Geo. I love these games. And the more people that learn about them, the better.
But Papa Brad, didn't you just buy that pirate cart?
Arr!
Arr, 161.
161 games are on that cart. I tell ya. Scallywags.
Well, he bought Sea of Thieves, too.
I did buy Sea of Thieves. I like the Sea of Thieves pinball. It's true.
But look.
What do you say about sets? You say something always about sets. What do you say? I gotta have that on my show. What do you say about the sets?
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Hey, man, you can have Neo Geo on the Evercade.
What's his name said? Obi-Wan said to Anakin when Anakin started turning into Darth Vader.
That's right.
That's when he realized he was going to the dark side. But look, this is why, for me personally, why I don't care about Sony discontinuing the new physical stuff, because I don't play Red Dead Theft Auto. I don't like any of those.
Red Dead Theft Auto.
I don't like any of those newer games.
Yeah, I like the retro games. For me, that's what I like too. I'm more into the retro stuff. I've always liked the retro stuff more.
And as long as Evercade is here and Neo Geo is now back making physical, and you have limited run games for however long they're going to keep making physicals. So
yeah. I did want to give a shout out. If you like retro gaming, if you want a good retro gaming channel, not just Evercade, but retro gaming in general, go subscribe. I am actually a channel member for Game On Forever. I'm a channel member for StepsTurbo. But he's one of those content creators that I fully support. I even am a channel member.
Didn't hear about him before today. I think they were checking out. I realized he's a Bears fan. Go Bears!
Since I'm talking about channel memberships, I do have channel memberships to this channel, which is exciting too. So if you want to support the Retro Legends Arcade show,
how many dollars do I need to be a channel member?
It's $2 whole. YouTube sent me a thing and said that I had to up my game. That I was never going to make it as a YouTuber on 99-cent memberships. So it's now $2, but it should stay $2 for a long time. Anyway, I'm not for shilling the memberships, but anything you do does help the channel. It costs me like $90 to have the StreamYards account every month. So anything I do make usually goes right back into the channel. I know. It's like you got to do it with a budget, or I like using the good software. So I pay for this every month. I just want to make sure that I'm not going too much in the hole each month doing YouTube. So thank you so much, Ray. Thank you so much for gifting Papa Brad's membership. That means the world to me. That helps the channel out phenomenally. This is for Ray. I know he's going to like this one.
You've been a bad, bad dog.
Woof, woof.
Enough said?
What channel is this?
He's a huge fan of Sydney Sweeney. I had to put a little Sydney Sweeney in there. We'll see if that gets a content advisory.
I came here to talk about video games.
We're talking about video games. We've been talking about the TOAPLAN games and the Neo Geo games being the best collections. We talked about He-Man possibly coming to the Neo Geo. Crane told us all about why online gaming is important. This show is educational and entertaining.
Educational.
The educational value and the entertainment value is high. And Sydney Sweeney is the best. See, this was for him. You know, he gave me a
I don't even know
membership.
what
I'm
that
giving
is.
him. I always give the people what they want. I asked Ray. I said, "What would be a good super chat?" He's like, "He's Sydney Sweeney picture." So I said, "Okay, we can make that happen." You know, I also put Samurai Showdown in this week, so I did make a new super chat. All that extra effort. So anyway, what is your favorite game to play? I know you play a lot of NBA Jam. Tell me about your NBA Jam streams you do while you're on the channel.
Well, I only pretty much play
about 50-50.
Hang time on the streams. But I've been thinking lately I need to get back to playing the older NBA jams. But let me tell you about, I changed my name to craneLive on YouTube. That's my YouTube name. But if you see my name in the lobbies on my arcade 1-ups and it says Crane, I'm not streaming. But if you see it saying craneLive on YouTube, I'm streaming at that moment. And I've made so many friends because they saw that my name was like that and checked out the stream and was like, wow, this is so cool that you're doing that. So
that's cool. And it makes the community smaller. It makes the community smaller. That's one of the good things about the online gaming. I'm going to cut the poll. It's 50-50, it looks like.
For the next few weeks, the NBA Jams 50-50 cabinet is down because I'm finally modding all the buttons. I've been using stock buttons this whole time. And kicking everybody's asses. And man,
stock buttons.
These arcade 1-up joysticks. Do you hear that noise?
Yeah, that's called slop. AI slop. That's my channel. My entire channel's made of AI slop. I know AI slop when I see it and hear it.
Every time I got one of those, I immediately had to upgrade everything. It was like an additional cost.
Yeah, it's a project.
As soon as that one's done,
I don't miss changing out joysticks in cabinets, but that's part of the hobby. I mean, it's something that we do if we're into the hobby of the home arcade stuff. But I'm ready to shift gears. Steps, are you ready to shift gears?
Always.
Shift the gear for me. Shift it for me, Steps. Here we go. Sega! Enough Neo Geo talk. It's time to talk about some Sega. We're going to start off with a trailer, and then we're going to talk. Steps is going to tell us all about the game of this week, which is Earthion. First, we're going to watch a 1-minute trailer, which is going to get us totally psyched up. Then Steps is going to really tell us all about this amazing game because she is an expert on it. I watched her video. It's fantastic. She is an expert on Earthion. But before we have the expert talk about the game, I want you to get you a little taste. 100%. This is a 10 out of 10. I would buy this.
Graphics are amazing.
Right now, buy this on Steam. It is fantastic. And also, I want to tell you, with our Shmup series, these are games you have to purchase, most of them on Steam. But these games will have a 2-week cycle. So this will not be a buy a new game every week. We're going to play each one of these for 2 weeks because I feel like these games, they need 2 weeks of time to really appreciate the level that they offer. But if you love shmups, games picked out by Leo DS, expert on the show tonight, Steps, let's check out this trailer. All right. Anything you want to say about the game before I start the video, Steps?
I own it multiple times over. I do have it on Steam. That's how I played it. Obviously, I also got the physical copy. It's still sealed because I play it on Steam. But
is that limited run?
That is limited run. The
So
devil.
that is a collectible there. That is a collectible. That's who's going to do the He-Man game, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
It's the
if you're
same people, huh?
Switch or PS5 or whatnot. I wonder how they're going to do now that the Sony announcement, limited run. Oof.
Well, we're going to check out the history of the game with StepsTurbo here. She did a phenomenal video. And let's check out. Now, we're going to be to the side here. We'll be able to stop it and talk about it in key parts. And let me get this started here.
There's two of me.
I know, and I'm seeing double, but I love doing this. This is my format. Steps,
Welcome
this is
back
my
to
format.
Steps Gaming. And man, have we been getting some good games lately. And this one I did not see coming. I had no idea that I was going to need a new Sega Genesis game in my life.
By the way, it's cool. Like, you can see your logo goes through. I think you were Steps Gaming at this time. Now you're StepsTurbo. Are you still StepsTurbo, or has it changed?
Yes, I'm StepsTurbo.
I don't want to call you Steps Gaming because I feel bad when I say that.
I own Steps Gaming as well. If you go to @Steps Gaming, you'll see that old logo. It's just no content on it.
So the Steps logo, I do like that one too a lot. But this one had the Steps logo at the beginning. I just wanted to point that out.
Welcome back to Steps
Very
Gaming.
cool.
And
I know this is
man, have we been getting some good games lately. And this one I did not see coming. I had no idea that I was going to need a new Sega Genesis game in my life. But I did, and this one has just blown my flippin' mind. And that game is Earthion by Ancient Games, with the composer being Yuzo Koshiro, who did the songs from Revenge of Shinobi, the Streets of Rage series, the ActRaiser series on the Super Nintendo, Sonic the Hedgehog for Sega Master System, and many, many more. Like, man! And not only...
Yeah, the music in this game is absolutely phenomenal. What do you think, Steps?
Well, anytime you see that Yuzo Koshiro is the composer, you know you're in for a treat. It's not going to suck.
You said this was the person that made the Streets of Rage music?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
it's phenomenal. It's
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
The other things that I mentioned there in the video, we don't have to rehash
It's
them,
like
but-
it pulls you into like the world though, like in that time period. It's just so authentic, Like this is what they call it's a modern retro game, but this would have like been a system seller if it would have came out back in the day when the Genesis was the hottest thing on Earth, right? This would have been a system selling game.
Was he 10 years old when he did the music for Streets of Rage? That guy looks young.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He was very young when he did the music originally for E's Book 1 and 2 for Falcom. He did the it's like the Japanese PC version, and obviously it was adapted on the TurboGrafx. So it was his music he did it with somebody else. There were two composers, and he started very young. I think now he's probably in his mid 50s.
Yeah, cool. He must have been a prodigy.
Just a rockin' music. This shmup, this game has amazing gameplay, and it pushes the boundaries of the Sega Genesis. And there's things in this game I did not even think were flippin' possible in a Sega Genesis based on all the things I was told.
We got a comment here from the Game Freak saying you're wearing a Steel Vengeance shirt. I grew up right next to Cedar Point. Tell them about your other channel.
Oh, I have a channel called Theme Park Plunge. A lot of my content, I a couple years ago, I lost my job and then I went to theme parks all summer, like literally 2 months. And I have a lot of content from then. I still do occasional videos. I recently did a Universal video where I did my history at Universal and going there. I actually went there in 1991, like within the first year of being opened, and I had video footage of it and everything. And so I do theme parks a bit, and I hope to do more again later.
The Theme Park Plunge.
Yep, Theme Park Plunge.
Having a Sega Genesis, being a Sega kid. Oh man, let's get into this. So as you can see there's 4 different options. Easy, normal.
Okay, I'm just going to put this out here. We're going to play the easy version. So everyone that's playing the game, you're going to play the easy version. And this is going to be a single quarter run for the purpose of the show. And for the tournaments, it's 1 quarter as far as 1 credit as far as you can get. So no continues. And you'll definitely score. I mean, I was able to score high enough that it recorded my score each time. So it's going to be a single quarter run, get as far as you can get.
hard and hot shot. And what I found for me personally is after trying normal, it was really best to go to easy to get my feet wet, try to figure out how to control the game properly, how the different power-ups work, and just all in all get a better feel for the game. So I've actually played through it a few times on easy. If you're not hardcore and you just want to get your feet wet,
we're
figure out
going
the
easy
game first. I highly recommend
Steps,
that.
we're going
'cause
easy.
I don't really feel easy's easy. I think easy's actually pretty
Easy
average.
is not that easy.
And then work your way through the game to normal.
Easy is not that easy. Trust me. Unless you're a person that is a master at shmups, easy is not that easy. So we're going to stick with the easy single quarter run.
Well,
so what
here's
are
the question,
what are the
Brad.
settings? What are the settings again, Crane?
Hot shot.
Hot shot.
Hard, normal, easy.
Something to keep in mind here, though,
Put it on easy.
is that if you could use power-ups in this game, and after you play it through once on easy, you could use a code to re-equip those. So to be fair, Brad, we have to make sure that everybody is playing at the same level for the points. So I would assume that we start the game with no codes.
Yeah, I'm not... Well, easy and start at the beginning of the game, right. Start completely at the beginning of the game and on easy. Just like if it was
a shot up or anything like that, you have to earn it through playing.
Yeah, just like a cold gameplay. Just like if it was an arcade, you put a quarter in it. That's what we want.
Normal to hot and the hot shot and so on, if you feel so inclined. First thing you're going to notice as you're playing through this game is as you are shooting the space aliens, space monsters, space trash, whatever you want to call them, and you defeat them, they're going to drop Soulrium. These little green, they're different shapes. There's like a diamond shape and a square shape, and the bigger the Soulrium, the more power up you get. And you will see this fill up in your shot. And the more power you have in that shot, the stronger the green bar is, the better off you are going to be in defeating those enemies. And the blue bar down underneath that bar is the shield. And the shield is interesting because you don't progressively lose shield then just die. You lose shield as you're getting shot, yes, but if you stop yourself from getting shot and you avoid getting attacked, you could rebuild that shot meter automatically just by taking, well, a rest, so to speak. But however, you think that you're going to live for a very long time, but that's just not going to be the case, because once you're in the middle of a huge battle and you get shot, you could die really quickly. So you got to keep your eye on the blue shield gauge, otherwise you're going to be in deep trouble. The next thing to talk about is the sub-weapons. The sub-weapons vary greatly in this game, and they all do a lot of different things, and the right one could help you at the opportune time. And not only that, but you have the ability to store 2 sub-weapons to start, and you could upgrade later to 3 sub-weapons, and switch back and forth as you please to help you choose the right one at the right time, which is a really amazing feature to the shmup. So what you should have noticed in that last sequence I just showed, that was actually stage 4 of the game, when I had a sub-weapon go in, I was actually doing the main shot and the sub-weapon at the same time, which was really cool, because the Y button on the Xbox controller, if that's the controller you're playing with, it actually does both shots at the same time. Or you could just do your main shot with A, or just your sub-weapon shot with B. And so you have all these different options as you're trying to defeat the enemy. So the next cool thing to talk about in this game is when you are near the end of the level, you will find something called an adaptation pod. You got to grab this. It will sacrifice one of your sub-weapons, unfortunately, but if you're able to successfully defeat the boss and maintain having that adaptation pod, you will get a power-up at the end of the level that'll grant you abilities to either upgrade your sub-weapons, so you can have an extra sub-weapon, it'll let you choose an extra life, it'll let you choose improving shields, boosting firepower, all sorts of things like that. So
Wow. Question for Steps. Wouldn't you always just want to use both weapons at the same time? I was playing this before the stream. Or
I
does
think
it
from what I remember, because it's been a hot minute, I think it uses your shot gauge.
Oh, right, your shot gauge.
So you'll run out.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Steps?
About? I just answered his question
about the strategy for the game. I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah. I think that this game, I really do feel that easy's not easy, but like once you get the hang of it, you'll get better and better, just like any other game. And as you make your decisions here, like selecting your bonus and things like that.
What was that called? The sub weapon, the thing you want to get before the end of the level.
Yeah, you have to get the adaptation pod. See that
adaptation pod.
See next to select
want to get that.
Where's the select bonus? It has that picture, that green cylinder.
Yeah, because I remember I was playing.
You
I was
gotta
like, "What
get
is
that
this?"
and keep it.
Because the other stuff, it seems like it affects your weapons when you run over it. And that I didn't know what it was doing. It didn't seem to do much of anything.
People I see play this and don't know, they'll give that thing
I didn't know
up
what that was
for a weapon. They're like, I don't want this, I want a weapon. No, you don't.
I wanted
want
a weapon.
the adaptation pod.
That's what I thought.
So you can upgrade.
I did exactly that. I was like, what is this stupid thing? My weapon didn't change. And that was probably the best thing to get, huh?
Yeah. And so you gotta be careful when you're on a boss. You don't want to lose it, because if you lose it, you won't get your power up at the end of the level. And then once you play through the game and you get your power ups, you'll get to keep them because the game will give you a code. And then you could go on to the next level, like medium or whatever, and keep all your stuff. And you make your all way up to hot shot. So that adaptation pod is really, really important, and that's why I made sure to put it in this video.
Okay, well, good.
You don't know you're screwed.
Yeah, I wasn't paying that much attention, but now I'm going to know to get that adaptation pod because that's going to help me get further in the game.
Wait, it gives you an old school code that you write down?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. At the end of the level, it gives you a code.
We need a piece of paper and pencil? We need
business
papers.
Take a picture on your phone.
Yeah, you need a piece of paper and a pencil. Get out your pencil and your paper. You need a pencil for this one.
Picture pages.
That's right. Picture pages. Here we go. By the way, phenomenal review. This is how you cover a retro game. This video is fantastic. I think this is some of your best work, Steps. I don't want you to get the big head or anything, but this is some of your best work.
You want to make sure that you hold on to that adaptation pod and that you grab it from the minute you see it. So I want to take a minute real quick and talk about level design and gameplay in each of these, and how each level, whether it be level 5, level 1, level 8, has its own theme, its own amazing moments, its own crazy bosses, and you could tell there was love and passion put in to this game on all levels. And you could tell also that Yuzo Koshiro spent time making sure that the music was right on the design of each of these levels, so that the music will pull you in.
The thing I love is you notice how every level looks so completely different from the one before it. Like, this is a fantastic game. This is what a good game design looks like.
Those are always the hardest ones when you're on a horizontal shmup and you're scrolling downwards. Those levels are always the hardest.
They are hard. The pixel art in this game is fantastic.
Dude, level 4 in this game.
Yeah, this is a game, and this is a game that's going to be worth getting on Steam for sure.
Is bringing to the screen.
2 weeks,
It's
2 week
just
cycle on these.
Absolutely phenomenal. It's mind-blowing. It's absolutely enjoyable.
Man, I was so surprised when it started doing the bombs, like Scramble, like the old arcade game Scramble, and it started dropping those bombs. I was like, man, this game just gets what's fun in arcade games.
And I can't say enough good things about the design, the music, the rush you get from playing this shmup. You know, not all shmups give you a rush. Good ones do. You get a rush playing this game. And
the other thing I like is the green crystals. Like, you get your power back. Like most shmups, when you get hit, the bar just goes lower and lower. But this game gives you the chance to get your power back, doesn't it?
With the solarium. That's what it's called.
What's it called? Solarium?
Solarium.
I like to just say, get the green things. Get the green
That's what
gems.
but I made sure to call it what it properly was.
Yeah, I'm just, but
did
solarium,
the video.
okay. And you notice, like, below the ship right now, there's like a split shot where we'll shoot the beams like a wide beam or a narrow beam. So there's all kind of power-ups. I mean, the replayability on this game is very good.
And the soundtrack is so flippin' good that you will want to listen to this
Earthion.
in your car again, and again. So
And
talking
again.
about the music in this game and how good it is, that's what kind of got me into knowing what this game was.
Fantastic.
Because I was actually watching John Hancock's video from RetroCon where he was there as a guest, and also Yuzo Koshiro was there as a guest. He gave a concert, he met with fans, he signed things for them, things like that. But there at the convention, they had a booth for Earthion, and they were playing the game and all that. That's when I first saw it, and I said, "Oh my god, I gotta play
Was he
this."
playing with an
Because I
Evercade?
knew who Yuzo Koshiro was because
I don't know.
I watched
No
the
idea
Happy
what that
Console
is.
Gamer show, and I know that
It was in Brazil.
did his theme song, and I remember Happy Console Gamer being so proud. I remember listening to how good it was, and pointing out that he did the music for Revenge of Shinobi, things like that. So I decided, I knew this game was going to be good because I love shmups. And so I did a show this past Friday, and I brought my friend on, Brooklyn Menace, who didn't know who the composer of this video game was, but he's just showing his shmups. He knew about the game, and I knew that he would know about the game because he's showing his shmups, so I brought him on my show.
I'm even more excited for Earthion now that you told me that it's him, now that I know who you're talking about. I would have never known his name, but once you said it was the guy who made the new theme song for the Happy Console Gamer, yeah, that guy, everything he makes as far as like video game music is awesome.
So hey, if you haven't seen Brooklyn Menace before, check out his channel. His channel will be in the description. You can go ahead and click on it, give him a subscribe, and while you're at it, before you leave, go ahead and give me a subscribe if you haven't already too. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it. But going back to the Happy Console Gamer, I was looking through the credits of this game after I did a playthrough of it, and I noticed that he actually is in the credits for this game as a voice actor.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. Johnny Millennium is now part of the Earthion video game, which is pretty cool. I wanted to talk briefly about some of the sub-bosses and bosses of this game.
That's a lot of
They're
purple.
absolutely huge, really cool looking, lots of detail, lots of
Look at
thought
that.
was put into these bosses. But some of my favorite is there's a sub-boss in level 3 that's just like this crazy shotgun. It's absolutely really cool to watch its rhythm of the shot and things like that and try to avoid it. And then another one, at the end of level 2, there's this boss that just looks like the design. It looks like the feel.
I got
It
to that
reminds
boss
me so
when I played.
much of that arcade game by Jalico, Earth Defense Force.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever played Earth Defense Force, you might get what I'm seeing here. And maybe it was an homage to Earth Defense Force, maybe it wasn't, I don't know, but reminded me so much of that game, and I absolutely love Earth Defense Force, so that was so cool. There's lots of other homages in this game. You have to find them. There's definitely a tune that sounds like it's right out of Gradius. That collection's coming out soon. Just so much joy in this game, for sure. Let's talk about some of the options here real quick. You could up your ships, especially when you first start out, to 6, then take it back to normal to 3.
Yeah, keep it at
different
3.
difficulty levels, your music
Don't touch
player,
the
your
options.
controls, music tests,
You
sound effect
can do the
tests,
button mapping.
licenses.
Just don't add ships.
And that's
For
it.
the,
So pretty
leaderboards.
basic, but that's pretty typical for a Sega Genesis.
Ships, stock.
I did want to mention real quick that you can save a password at the end of every completion. So if you complete the game, you'll get a password at whatever difficulty you left off with all the current power-ups, and then you could go start again using the power-ups you already earned on the next round that you're playing. So you can go from easy to normal to hard to hot shot and keep your progress, which is pretty cool. Just remember to snap a screenshot of that password, because this is old school. You need that password. Now, I got this game on Steam, which is where it is first available right now until September, when it's released on consoles. Well, it's $19.99 on Steam if you go there, and you gotta get it early because it's just such a good game to have. Or if you just just have Steam anyway, go ahead and grab it. So it's not very expensive at all, and it's definitely worth that money and then some.
Yeah, 100% worth the money. It's worth $19.99. You got the console version on now?
I haven't opened it because I have the game on Steam, but I have it. I bought it. I wanted to buy
the Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry. What did I call it? The Wii? The Nintendo Switch version you have?
Yeah, this is the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
And I would love to have the deluxe version with the Yuzo autograph and all the extra stuff, but I was like, they're going to release it on Genesis. So I've been holding out to buy the Genesis copy. Mm-hmm. But I thought, you know what? I might as well get a Switch copy. So I have a Switch copy. The other thing that I bought around this time, because I had to have it. If you like Shmups, I'm gonna show it right now. This is the Gradius
full screen here. Let me make full screen.
This is the Gradius collection. Now this is the Japanese version, because I didn't want to buy something from Limited Run when I don't have to, so I bought the Japanese version.
Okay, that's nothing wrong with that.
It's physical. It's physical. It plays in English just fine. But this has got all the Gradius arcade games on it. Not only that, but it has Salamander 3, which was never released before. So and it's got leaderboards and all that stuff.
All that
highly
good
recommend
stuff
that.
We love. Yeah, that's awesome.
Leaderboards.
The only downside I see to Steam is you're kind of limited on controller options, as it's really designed to prefer an Xbox controller. It definitely maps a lot easier than trying to mess with another controller. I was trying to use a Sega Genesis controller, and it just didn't work as well on Steam. Now, that doesn't mean it won't work well on the console that you end up getting it on. If you end up getting it on like a Switch or a PlayStation or the Sega Genesis cartridge version that's going to come out in the future, which will be pretty cool. But if you want a physical version of the game, you'll need to head over to Limited Run's website. I'll put a link in the description below.
All gone
and
now.
You can check out the different options they have for different consoles.
You can find it on Amazon.
It looks like the physical edition, the basic physical edition, is $35.
That was awesome. So I would highly recommend the game's fantastic game. Definitely, if you want to have really great shmup, it's going to be a lot of fun to play. And thank you so much for your in-depth video. I really enjoyed that. I think that is fantastic content. Really good retro gaming content. I just wanted to make sure you got your flowers, Steps. Look how big her head got now. Now she's in the top position. It's like the Three Little Bears, you know?
Does have a huge head,
I'm like the baby bear. It's baby bear over on this side, right? So anyway,
there.
But man, what
I
a great!
To make your head look small.
what a great video. And we're gonna switch to something else real quick. Let me share this tab. How do I do this? Let's see, make it full screen.
Ninja
There we go.
Commando.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't see it. We can't see it. This is our other game we're playing, Ninja Commando.
Ninja.
And this is a awesome Neo Geo game that you can play. You're going to play it with a single quarter. Let's watch a little gameplay of Ninja Commando. Now, this is the game we're going to be playing for our Neo Geo game this week. This is a classic.
Oh, it looks kind of like Outzone.
It's like Outzone. It's exactly what it's like. It's kind of like, no cute girls, just ninjas. We're switching it back to what people like. But yeah, Ninja Commando, fantastic Neo Geo game. it was funny. I asked Crane to do me a video, and what game did you do? It wasn't Ninja Commando. It was another Ninja Combat, which was a different game. But this is Ninja Commando, and this game is super fun. Like I would buy this on a cart for my Neo Geo AES Plus. It is you got really amazing bosses. Check out this boss battle coming up. It gets crazy. I think I turned into like a tiger or a rhinoceros or something at one point. This game is just crazy fun.
Well, you were like an eagle or something for a second.
It's crazy fun.
This is way better than Ninja Commando.
This is way better than the one that you were playing. This is the game we're going to be playing this week. Now, you should be able to get far enough with a single quarter to enter your high score. I was easily able to get far enough that... So this is going to be a 1-credit run. Get as far as you can. I think I made it to the second boss the first time playing. So this is one of those games you're going to get pretty far if you're used to playing these kind of games. You also have the roll function. See where you can do the ninja roll? You use that to kind of dodge out of the way. But this is this week's Neo Geo game on the Retro Legends Arcade leaderboards. Ninja Commando is also on the Evercade. I think it's on, is it on card? I don't know which one it's on. It's on one of these Evercade cards. So if you have an Evercade, you can play this. You can play it in MAME. You can play it on a real Neo Geo if you have a real Neo Geo. Every level is themed different. This one's kind of got the Egyptian theme, but every level is completely different. It's got the food for the power-ups. It's got the scrolling backgrounds. Apparently there was an Earthion special edition joystick. Pretty cool.
There was an arcade thumb pad, like a Sega
like
Genesis style controller.
Oh, Sega Genesis style.
Yeah. It's if you didn't pre-order it, you weren't getting it.
I'll tell you what, I love the Saturn joypad's really good. The Sega joypad is really good for a D-pad. It's probably my favorite. Here we are at the first boss, taking on the Pharaoh. Got to get the gold coins because you know when something dies, it changes into coins. Crane, did you know that? That's what happens when you beat the character. They just turn into coins.
Mm-hmm. Like a magic sword.
And now we're fighting crazy plants. This game has super cheesy cutscenes too. So the cutscenes are fun to watch. They're real cheesy.
Wow, look at that weapon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Splash that bike.
Check out this boss, how crazy. But Ninja Commandos are game for the week. It's our Neo Geo game we're playing this week. It's a fantastic game. I highly recommend it. Lots of fun. So that's Ninja Commando. What'd you think of that game, Steps? Pretty cool.
Looks fun.
Have you played Ninja Commando before? Ninja Commando?
No.
Yeah, you should check it out.
The closest thing that I
really
played
good.
was probably Shock Troopers.
It is a Neo Geo game, and we're getting into some of the deeper cuts. Neo Severa knows this game. He says you can roll out fighting game moves for specials in this game. So that'd be pretty cool.
Oh.
So
like you do a quarter turn, a quarter circle with
I
the
don't
joystick?
know. I'm just trying to survive,
Yeah, what
but
are you saying,
apparently,
Neo?
he's saying you can do some fighting moves in the game.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That's pretty cool. That is cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm mad that I wasted my time playing Ninja Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Ninja Combat.
Yeah, you play Ninja Combat. No, Ninja Commando is the good one. That's the Neo Geo.
Yeah.
That's the one we want to play. You play the SNK game. Still probably not a terrible game, but not as fun as Ninja Commando. But we're still in the Sega branch. I wanted to do a little segment on the Saroo cart again. If you've not checked out my video on the Saroo cart, I did a video on the Saroo cart. This is for the Sega Saturn. And
but I thought the Saturn was a disc system.
There's a cartridge on it though.
What happens is you get this cartridge, and
So
you can play
confused.
all the games off the cartridge. It has an FPGA core in it, and it plays literally every Saturn game. They all work perfect, but you have to get the newest firmware, which is the first thing I recommend you do, is you get the new firmware. To tell us all about the new firmware, we're going to have a special guest video from the Sega guys. Now, if you like Sega stuff, the Sega guys is a hardcore Sega channel. That's where I go to watch a lot of my Sega content. So if you like this,
Sega!
Definitely check out the Sega guys. They do a phenomenal job.
So the Saturn has a disk drive and a cartridge.
And a cartridge. The cartridge originally was just to give you extra memory. And like the fighting games would use that extra memory to run the games at a very close to arcade level perfection.
They didn't have it in the United States though. They never used like really. I'm not sure they had anything to use that cartridge slot. But I had a US Saturn, and it did have the cartridge slot, and I would play the Japanese X-Men versus Street Fighter.
The US Saturn doesn't have the cartridge slot.
But the US does, but but there was never. I didn't have a cart ever for it. The cartridge that I used in there was two cartridges I used in there. One of them was a region unlock cart. Which the problem was when I needed the RAM upgrade to play X-Men versus Street Fighter because it was arcade perfect on Saturn, which was like crazy unheard of.
Yeah,
and so I would put that unlock key in, and I had to have the exact timing to pull it and put it the other card in because I didn't have a Japanese Saturn, and so I would use that unlock card and it's quick at the right time, put in that RAM card to get the extra RAM, and then I would load the game. If the game didn't run properly, then I'd have to start over again.
Guess what? You don't need to do that anymore because this Saroo cart, not only does it have the ability to play all the Saturn library, it has the RAM cart built into it, and it has where you can save your games all into the cart. This is the ultimate solution to have everything unlocked with the Sega. As a matter of fact, I haven't even used the disc drive. I just got a Japanese game. But the disc drive you don't even need to use. You could have a Saturn with a broken disc drive and play the games.
Did you get the games all loaded on it, or did you have to download them? And put them on
I can't tell you the secret, but if you follow my link and watch this video, you'll probably get all the games that you're seeing because I literally did nothing. This is the one you want to get because this one is going to save you probably hundreds of hours of work doing what you might need to do. You know what I'm saying, Steps, without saying.
How much was that?
$124 for this is the premium brand of the Saroo cart. This has the there's no reused chips in this one. And this has the biggest flash drive. There might be a card in there that might make you very, very happy. So with that being said, I want to show this video. It's going to teach you. I've sold like 11 of them, Steps. You'd think that would be a lot of money, but it was like it was not much money. It was like $17. But people love the Saroo cart. Once you get it, it's fantastic. I can't say enough good about it. But I'm going to show a 5-minute video. This is for the 11 people that bought the Saroo carts. I want you to see how to install the firmware to the newest version. Because here's the deal with Steps. With this firmware, pretty much every game runs perfectly now. They've got it perfected, where it's like the emulation is dead on. And here's the thing. Like every time I ever heard the name Saturn, I heard, oh, that was a failed console. And what I didn't know is that that's not completely true. It was the best games all stayed in Japan.
Yeah, the Japanese was great. In the United States, it was like...
Once you experience the real library of what was possible on the Sega Saturn, it's like, you know, what's the Disney where it's like it's a whole new world?
Aladdin?
Aladdin?
Yeah,
I felt like that because I always heard the Saturn wasn't good.
Symphony of the Night is on there too.
Incredible.
You can play Symphony of the Night. You can play X-Men, or not X-Men.
Saturn
I'm sorry,
has
Mega Man.
So many good games on it. Nights into Dreams, Guardian Heroes. It's like a beat 'em up. There was all these games I never heard of that were just phenomenal. And you don't. I mean, I didn't know. So until I got the Neo Geo AES Plus, it was so bad, Steps Gaming, you know I competitively play pinball. The top 10 pinball players in the world for at games. Okay, but not that matters, but I actually had to put the Saturn in the closet because I kept playing it. Like, I kept thinking about playing the games because they have so many good games.
Play the Saturn instead, dude.
If you're a fan, I love pinball, though. I love pinball. That's why I literally separated the shows.
Apparently
so
you
you
love
the pinball
Saturn.
talk. But apparently I love
Play
Saturn
what's
too,
better, man.
I was not that big of a Saturn fan until I got into this cart. Now I'm collecting CRTs. I'm getting my second CRT television. And I'm loving it, man. I am just loving it. It is a great experience.
Once you start playing games on a CRT television again with real hardware, you do not want to play like these BS emulators that are on these consoles. You're like, oh, they ruined the game.
The thing is, you can't film it because the refresh rate of the television is not going to match your most likely your camera. But if you're sitting down in front of it playing it, I'm getting smaller TVs, and the picture is so sharp. It looks so good. But I just want to watch this 5-minute video. We're going to talk more about the Saturn, I promise, okay? But these are the Sega guys. So go to the Sega guys channel for your Sega content. You can go to Steps Gaming. You do great content too. But these guys are so into Sega. These guys, they love it. They live and breathe it. So I want to just a short video, 5 minutes.
Saroo updates are like buses these days. You wait a year for one, then two turn up almost at once. Yes, the 0.8 update for Saroo has only just reached the terminus, having been released back on December 6th. And followers of the channel will be more than aware that just 6 days ago, we released our own 0.8 video after hours on end of stress testing the top rated Saturn games. Last night, TP Unix released firmware version 0.9 on his GitHub, bringing with it a fix which will finally appease Saroo's harshest critics. While we encountered no crashes during our 0.8 stress testing, we've always been honest with our viewers that Saroo isn't without issues, yet at the same time stand by our opinion that for a lot of Saturn players, these issues weren't detrimental to them and their requirements. Sure, Sega Rally and Sonic R could crash after an hour on attract mode, yet if you started either game, you could play them both start to end without any issue. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather spend an hour playing the game than spend it watching in attract mode. One of our channel members summed it up perfectly on our Discord. For the amount of time I get to play Saturn, Saroo's fine for me. If it happens, I just reload and play again, or play something else. Anyway, in version 0.9, it seems the long-standing issue reported by Trekkies Unite has finally been fixed. For those not aware, Trekkies created a program back in early December which simulated a basic file loading procedure, testing if it was successful in the process. During a 3.5 hour test, there were 12 failures from 3,259. Now, Trekkies explained that the CD block should be checking the sectors and verifying the data before presenting it as ready to be sent to the rest of the system. These checksum failures were a sign that this wasn't always the case, and even one single failed file can cause a game to crash or glitch. Now again, these failures didn't happen often, but the fact that they happened at all meant there was always a risk of a crash occurring. For some it was a big deal, and as I say, for others it wasn't. So now the fun begins. The community at large will now start to test Saroo's compatibility across the board, looking to see if previous issues are now truly resolved. In the time that I spent playing games on 0.9 last night, I experienced no issues. But again, I experienced none on 0.8 either. There was just a chance that we could have. We've never downplayed that Saroo has or potentially now had issues, but we're not computer scientists, we're gamers. Now time will tell if version 0.9 has done the job, although early reruns of Trekkies checksum test have shown positive results. The update for this one is a little different though, given that we need to update Saroo's FPGA firmware to version 06 while the cartridge is in the Saturn itself. So, Download the firmware from TP Unix's GitHub as usual. Copy the files ssfirm.bin, mcuapp.bin and sarooconfig.txt into the Saroo folder on your SD card. If you are happy with your Saroo config file, feel free to leave that one out. But with every new update, personally I prefer to use what's included in the update, but the choice is yours. For the FPGA update, copy the ssmaster.rbf file into the update folder on your Saroo SD card. On the config file, scroll down to the global command line and change lang_id equals 0 to lang_id equals 1, and on the line below, enter the command sort_mode equals 1, and this will set the default language to English and sort your games list by A to Z. Save the config file and you're sorted. Again, if you didn't copy the new one over, you can ignore this step. Now before the update, on the bottom of the Saroo menu, you'll see the MCU and SS versions as 251206 with FPGA 05. Following the update, you should see the MCU and SS versions as 260212 and the FPGA should be 06. If it does, job done, you're on firmware 0.9. So, power on your Saturn and choose the update option from the menu to upgrade the FPGA to version 06 using the ssmaster.rbf file. And that's it, you're done. You'll power cycle your Saturn one more time and that will be you on 0.9 firmware. So now it's over to you guys. Get playing those Sega Saturns. Let's see if we can bury this nonsense once and for all and get back to what this hobby is all about. Enjoying the video games that we grew up with, the video games that defined us, and most of all, the video games that we love. Thanks as always for watching. This has been James the Segaholic of the Sega Guys, and until next time, we'll see you on the Sega side.
Shout out to James of the Sega Guys.
Have you been playing Radiant Silvergun?
Radiant Silvergun is phenomenal.
I was gonna be like, he's got to be playing Radiant Silvergun.
Oh man, they have so many shmups. I sent in my Discord. I shared a video. It had 30 different shmups that are on the Sega Saturn. And once you have the Saroo card, there's nothing to buy. I mean, you could collect games. If you want to collect games, that's fine. I want to play games.
Well, Radiant Silvergun's expensive.
And it is steps. It is FPGA emulation. So what that means, it's actually running the ROM. It's running the actual code. There's no degradation. It actually runs the games better than running off the disk, just like the Dreamcast does. The Dreamcast does that too if you mod it. But if you like Sega, I would say that the Saroo is finally, it's at the point where like this is the time 2026 is the time to jump into the Sega Saturn. You need one. Get one.
Maybe that would be the next play on.
Man,
console.
It's a different thing. I mean, for the Neo Geo I'm going to collect, but this is just a fun way. You know, you always hear, every time I ever heard the Sega, all I heard was it was a failed console. And I didn't know that they had so many great games on the Sega. Just so many good games.
They had Daytona on that, didn't they?
They have Daytona.
They have Daytona. Yeah, they have Daytona Champion. There's two Daytonas. There's Daytona USA and there's Daytona USA like Champion Edition. The Champion Edition plays a little bit better, so you want to play that one. But there's two of them on there. Yeah.
Sega Rally.
Well, yeah,
the gun games are so good. They have gun games. The Sega gun games are fun. They have House of the Dead.
Do you have a gun for the Saturn?
I got two guns. I can't put them on screen because they. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Steps. I got the Japanese guns and they're black. They look like real guns. If I put them on the screen, YouTube will go crazy. YouTube will go crazy. They'll think they're real guns. They're black because it came from Japanese. They don't do that. They don't do that where they make them orange and blue and stuff.
Yeah,
this was back when before that. Don't take them in your car. Don't play with. Don't ever point them at anyone.
See what happens with Papa Brad's money
Sega guns
when he doesn't have to buy arcades anymore.
Oh man, I'm loving it. I am loving it, man. The world is good. I am just like totally I'm in love with this Saturn. I don't know what to say. The thing is, I always heard it wasn't good, you know, and after years of hearing that, the thing is crazy if you listen. So then I got curious, why was this such a failure?
Yeah.
It's because the Japanese games never made it to the United States. There was a feud between the USA branch of Sega and the Japanese branch, and they weren't meshing and working together, and they kind of buried this console. But the console in Japan was pretty successful. It had a lot of good games, you know. And of course, you know, one thing I love about it is it works. Also, it works with my Octopus joystick, so I can use the Octopus joystick with it. And I had a short on that. I thought I uploaded it. I guess I didn't. And I want to do cover one more thing before we get out of here tonight. I just want to take one quick look at the Octopus joystick. First of all, I want to thank StepsTurbo for coming on the show. Tell everyone again about your great channel and your great Neo Geo. You know what? You never plug my show, though. Why don't you plug my show?
Are you serious? If you're in the chat, a lot of times I do.
I'm in the chat. Like I'm invisible. I'm going to give you a huge plug right now.
You disappear during my show.
I'm there. I'm playing pinball. You're usually on in my arcade. I'm active. But anyway, I want to give a huge shout out to StepsTurbo, a longtime friend. Just a great all-around person, someone I really enjoy talking to. We talk off of stream. We send chats back and forth. But a fantastic person, a fantastic retro gamer, has a great show on Neo Geo. Tell them all about your channel and your great show that's on. If you want to watch something good on Friday nights, and the best part, you're not on the same time slot. But even if you were, StepsTurbo. Tell them about your show.
My show has been lately kick-starting at about 7:45 because I've had to pick up my daughter from work. 7:45 Eastern, and it's with my co-host Zodrider, and we do. We are primarily Neo Geo focused, but we do talk about Sega quite a bit lately because there's not always Neo Geo news, but we don't just talk about like retro Neo Geo news. If there's modern Neo Geo news, we'll cover that too. We've both been playing the Fatal Fury City of Wolves, so we are good with that as well. And it's it's definitely a retro vibe, but we do talk about modern SNK and lots of Sega thrown in lately.
A little bit of Sega, yeah. Well, Sega, I mean, those are all good. I feel like those combination, like the Sega and the Neo Geo, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Like, they're so great. Like, if you like Neo Geo, like, I always loved the Dreamcast, but really the Sega Saturn is like the precursor, right? Like, you could see all the sparks that made the Dreamcast so great, and the reason why, to me, it's one of my all-time favorite consoles. All those sparks were in the Saturn.
I can tell you the pros and cons, you know what I mean? But I had those when they were out. I was definitely a Sega person and all that stuff. So, I definitely have a big heart for it. The Neo Geo has really interested me because of its, coming back with original style hardware. And I just... To me, that's like a dream come true. I've been waiting for that moment of something to happen that was more of my era. They did do that with the Atari. I do enjoy Atari history. I do enjoy playing Atari time to time. But like for me, the 90s, that was like late 80s, 90s. Those are like my like big eras for me as far as games. I am doing other content as edited videos here and there. I've been kind of, life's been busy. Life's been very busy, but I have been slowly working on a review of Star Fox on a Switch 2 that I hope to have at some point.
Some modern and some retro gaming.
Yeah, I do have some nostalgia videos I really want to do and some top 5, top 10 lists I really want to do. Yeah. I really have a laundry list of videos I want to do. And I guess that's not a bad thing, but I don't have a lot of time.
That's the time is the hard part. I also want to thank a big, huge thank you to Crane Live on YouTube. Crane Live on YouTube is a fantastic person. It's been a great. If you were to say who is a gamer, this guy is a gamer. As long as I've been playing arcade games, starting back with the iArcade, he's always been on the leaderboards, on those top spots, playing the games. Crane, thank you so much for coming on.
I'm glad you brought up the leaderboards because I spend a lot of time playing the retro arcades leaderboards, and I believe I am #1 on Psycho Soldier.
We have to check. We definitely
I dropped
have to
to
check
number
that.
2 on Metal Slug 3.
Thank you for reminding me.
Do you sell your iArcade?
Yeah, that's what I play most of retro arcades I scored on. And the I scored leaderboard website is amazing. Thanks to Papa Brad that I don't have to get my own subscription.
Yeah.
So like Arcade 1UP or Iconic could pair up with
iScored even, yeah.
And then maybe that could circumvent not having online a little bit. Like
it would help.
Too bad they promised.
Because at least high scores. Yeah,
minimum you want is high scores.
Yeah.
These are what he's talking about in the link of this video that you're watching right now. We compete every week. I got to go over the arcade scores. I went over the pinball scores last night, but let's talk about the arcade games. Let's start with
Leo DS got me on Metal Slug.
Did he?
3,
Look
man.
at that.
Metal
Look at that.
Slug
Johnny
3 is
Joystick
so cool.
is still putting in scores. We got well, let's start with the Shmup. For Crimson Clover, World Explosion, Johnny Joystick, Leo DS, and me. We had Psycho Soldier, Charlie Hademonk, Leo DS, Papa Brad, Crane Live on YouTube, and then Joystick Johnny just squeaked by with 75,800. Look how close. Boy, those are great scores for Psycho Soldier. We had Metal Slug 3. We had Charlie, Lord Donkey Balls, Papa Brad's Gaming, Crane Live on YouTube, Leo DS. We talk about playing these games in the Discord. We had Cotton Boomerang, which was a cute 'em up shmup. We had Charlie, Herb Wars. Shout out to Herb Wars. He's a great guy. Hademonk, me, and Leo DS. I know this is not the pinball show. The pinball games for this week, though, if you're a pinball player, our arcade games are Ninja Commando Neo Geo. And, of course, Earthion, which is the game that Steps so eloquently told us all about. We're playing in Pinball Effects VR, the Princess Bride pinball. And we're playing Killer Instinct, Caveman, and Lucky Fruit for AtGames IFPA points. So that's the whole Retro Legends Arcade leaderboard. Thanks so much to all the players. And that is the Retro Legends Arcade leaderboard. Thank you for reminding me.
Only 12 more hours.
Goat Simulator?
In our stream.
It's the Goat Simulator. That's right. So that was I scored. So, but anyway,
12-hour stream.
Thank you all for coming. Does it seem that long? I thought we were.
No, I say we're going for 12 hours. It's a 12-hour stream.
It's going to be. I can't go for 12 hours. We're only 2 hours in. Are you kidding me?
Mortal Kombat for 10, 13 hours.
Yeah, I'd have to be playing a game or something. Maybe if I was playing a game, I could do it, but just to talk for 12 hours straight. But anyway, thanks so much. You two are both fantastic gamers. It was so wonderful having you on the show. I do appreciate you. We'll be back next week with all new games. Please drop some scores on the leaderboards. And I'm actually, my favorite way to go out, I'm not going to go out the way I normally go. I'm going to have Crane take us out with his catchphrase. Wait 1 second. Let me get your full screen, Crane.
No,
wait a minute. I got to get the thing up so I can run it. Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay, Crane, let it rip.
I have a question for you. Are you gonna do the country one on the outro?
Yeah, it's a country. It's a country outro.
What is the first line of that song?
Oh man, I don't know. Papa Brad's Gaming. I can't remember right now.
I hear it as Papa Brad's a game man, and I don't
Gaming
know
Legend. I think it's Gaming Legend. I'm not sure. I have to listen to it.
All right. Let's type in the chat what you guys think it is. The very first line, because I'm just trying to figure. I'm not good at hearing lyrics. I always got to Google lyrics, and my catchphrase.
Yeah, catchphrase.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Hell yeah.
Watch out where the Huskies go. There is no knowledge that is not power.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro command. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the Atkins pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the Act Games pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.